Hello.
Hey there.
How are you?
We got it. Finally there. I couldn't find you, and now I got you. Okay. Hey there.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Would just give me just one minute, okay?
Okay.
I wanted to tell you that I'm here, but I think I got to get into a better.
There you are. Oh, you just disappeared on me again.
Okay. All right.
There you are.
Let's get ready to do this here.
Okay.
I'm just going to get situated in my chair. I did a little bit of reading so far, but give me the elevator. I'm going to settle this phone down here.
Okay.
Give me the elevator pitch and let's take it away.
Sure. Gemini Cyber Resources is a company, I guess my brainchild, that I developed to serve the most underserved part of the cybersecurity business, the Chief Information Security Officer, the CISO. With the years that I have, 6 years in the cybersecurity business, 3 on the sales side, 3 on the customer advocacy, or what they now call customer success management side, I've noticed that they are the first to take the bullet if a breach happens, but unfairly so. And what I mean, Kevin, by that is I've gone to a lot of networking events and have spoken to CISOs and asked them the one question: what takes up a majority of your day? And they all answered the same thing. Well, Efren, it's talking to salespeople like you once were. It takes up a good 3 to 4 hours of our day. Some of them were telling me they're working 10 to 12 hours. Well, if 4 hours of your day is taking solicitation or cold calls from MSSPs, then the other majority of your day is spent, guarding the network, talking to people about guarding the network. So where can we get that 4 hours to make up so that those guys can do what they want to do and be where they should be, Kevin, which is in the boardroom with the rest of the C-suite, talking to the board about defending themselves against hackers and attackers. So I went and talked to a mentor of mine who was also a CISO. And I said, you know what, I have an idea. And he said, all right, pitch it to me. And I said, suppose I was to take the business model of a legal firm, a lawyer, charging CISOs a retainer fee to retain the services of a broker. And he said, well, what do you mean by that, Efren? I said, well, an insurance broker. If you don't fit into the criteria of the big 3, State Farm, Allstate, or Nationwide, what do those agents do? They go and broker the business out to a brokerage that has Travelers, Hartford, Foremost, whatever. Well, I said, that's what I want to do for the CISOs. I want them to go ahead and be in the boardroom. I want them to educate the CEOs, the CFOs, the rest of the C-suite. I'm going to take the burden on marketing what they need. All I want is 1 hour of their time to explain to me in detail what their security challenges are. And then I'm going to take up the banner to go out there and go to market for them and find that solution. And then he was like, well, that's a good idea in philosophy, but what are you going to do? Just call everybody arbitrarily? I said, I said, how do these insurance brokers get the business? Well, they get appointed by the other companies. So how do Nationwide and Allstate agents, even though they're captive to their company, go out and market? They get appointed by other companies, by Travelers, by Foremost. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to form reseller relationships with these cybersecurity MSSPs, doing the managed security.
What is an MSSP?
So basically, what that company would do, such as a IBM or a Dell SecureWorks, they would manage the security operations for the CISO. They'd be their security operations center, their SOC, react to any breaches that they would have. Now, some companies would just rather have the service and have their own people trained on it. And they can do that. They can do that as well. So what Gemini Cyber Resources wants to do is actually kind of bridge the gap between the CISO and the MSSP by, like I said, doing the legwork for the CISO, keeping them where they need to belong in the boardroom, educating the C-suite, while I, in the background, do what they would normally spend 4 to 5 hours of their day doing, talking to these MSSPs, saying, here's my client, here's their issue. Let's see if you got something that can resolve it. And then, like I said, like an insurance broker, sending it out to all of them. Here, you three are the best. Give me a solution that I could take to my client that'll solve his.
So let me just try to understand, because
Okay.
I'm not an expert in this area of cybersecurity, but if to kind of get an understanding of it, to restate to you, what you want to become is like almost like a mass rep or broker, like an insurance agent would be able to go to 20 different insurance companies.
Correct.
To place, let's say I need hurricane insurance. I live in Florida, and you got to take it to 20 different insurance companies to get the one that's best suited for hurricane insurance for whatever reason. But so you want to be this master rep, broker, whatever you want to call that, to help people get cybersecurity services by matching them with the best companies and bring them.
You hit the nail on the head, Kevin. Exactly.
Best quotes. That's it. Sort of a match.com for cybersecurity to
exactly
the providers.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head.
The clients. Okay. And
there isn't.
Does nothing like this currently exist? Okay. So right now, it's just there's cybersecurity companies that are pitching, and this is what's taken up all this time. This is a chance to create this, kind of
yes, it is.
It's sort of an independent relationship then, right? I mean, it's, now how do you convince them that it truly is independent? That you're not just gonna, I know, I was pitched life insurance by Northwestern Mutual rep. She worked in Northwestern Mutual office. She had a Northwestern Mutual card. She gave me, the spiel. I can get you whatever you want. Of course, she came back. Northwestern Mutual was the best one that she recommended. And then I talked to somebody that was truly more independent, and they gave me deals that were 20, 30% less somewhere else. So she really was a captive Northwestern person trying to sell her services, and but I can get you anything you want. So, you truly don't have any.
No, like I said, I started my cybersecurity career with Dell SecureWorks. Would they be one of the players in this brokerage? Yes, they would. But what I do, Kevin, is I'm always researching and marketing. So I went to Gartner, who is the leading, I guess you would say, rating service for cybersecurity, and checked their Magic Quadrant, which is the top 5 companies that do it. Now, Dell SecureWorks actually happened to be number 1, but number 2 was Cisco, number 3 was Barracuda Networks, and number 4 was Cylance. So those are the 4 companies that I would like to have relationships with, because all CISOs know the Magic Quadrant. All CISOs are going to like hearing, hey, I'm associated or affiliated or brokering your business through the top 4 in the Magic Quadrant.
Right. So now, how do you go about getting those contracts? Because aren't they going to be looking for commitments of volume or something?
Or if I was to be a channel partner, they would be. As a reseller, basically, they know that I'm going to be marketing them and competing against other people as a reseller. So that's the way that's my end, Kevin, basically, is go ahead and get a reseller agreement so that they know, okay, he's going to be using us. and he's going to be pitting us against other companies that he has reseller agreements with.
Do you have to go through any training by these companies?
Yeah, resellers,
they'll their programs.
Send me. They're all here in Atlanta, so I would go to their offices or their corporate offices and train on their products and services. Dell SecureWorks, like I said, I used to work for them, so I know their services like the back of my hand. But for Cisco, Cylance, and Barracuda Networks, I'd have to go train on their products and services.
Right. Okay. So now you're looking as a business. Are you looking for capital? What's the ask here?
Yeah, I'm looking to step this up as a business. Actually, I went to a networking event and actually landed my first client. I was just evangelizing the business to see if there was a need for it, and got approached by a CTO of a company, and he said, "Hey, I could really use you right now." So the ask is startup capital to get this up and running, because this guy really wants to utilize the service.
Right. And so I mean, it's you're basically looking to kind of become a cyber guru, kind of, positioning that, you have access to all of the top companies, but you also, maybe you don't need the biggest and the most expensive. We got to customize, a little smaller program for you. Bop, right? So, I like that. If you put a business plan together and how you're going to go, I mean, sounds like you feel like you can get the service providers. How are you going to go get you got your first client already, but how are you going to get them in mass?
Yeah. Basically, like I said, Kevin, I've been evangelizing, going out to a lot of networking events with the CISOs and ISOs, pitching this idea. All of them, via LinkedIn. Kept in touch with them via LinkedIn, and actually today I had 5 CISOs saying, "Hey, what's the update on Gemini Cyber Resources? Are you guys ready to go? I'd love to pitch you to my board and see if we could use your service." So it's been word of mouth through the networking events that's been quite successful, and I'm pleasantly surprised on the feedback I'm getting.
Okay, great. Right. Now, do you have a business plan and use of proceeds and all that kind of stuff?
I have one put together, and if you inbox me your contact information, I'll be more than happy to send that to you.
Okay, I'm gonna get you my email address. And it's funny, I was just in Atlanta this week. I flew from Paris to Atlanta for a couple. I was there this Tuesday. What's today? Wednesday. I was there yesterday. Yeah. But I live in Tampa, so I go through Atlanta quite a bit. But so I'm definitely interested in exploring this. I'm not a guru in this arena, but I can see. I want to see if there's any kind of competitive analysis of anybody that's doing this brokering of the masses. I think if no one's doing it, you're onto something here. Could be very good timing, because there's very interesting developments in cyber crimes and securities and all this. And one of my cohorts on Shark Tank, Robert Herjavec, is a big cybersecurity guy, and he's been crushing it in this universe. So I will. I'm actually. Let me just give you my email right now, because I'm off to. I got to run from this phone call. It's Kevin at Kevin Harrington. Kevin, Kevin at kevinharrington.tv.
Okay, Kevin Harrington at kevinharrington.tv.
No, it's Kevin at kevinharrington.tv. Kevin, just my first name at kevinharrington.
Got it. Okay. So I will send that to you, Kevin.
Cool.
On the business plan, and would love to keep talking about this with you and get you on the board and get this going.
Super. I love it, and I appreciate your time. I'll look for it. I'm going to be flying out, so I'll be able to print it out, read it on the plane, and let's touch base next week.
All right,
buddy. Good job.
Thank
Nice
you.
pitch.
Take care.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.